the mustache come off, and then he has that reaction. That's like,
He's like, wait a minute, who is this? And he peels the mustache. I was like, oh my god, it's Randy.
That's like the moment when Austin takes off the doctor's stuff, and you can definitely see it's Austin, and Vince McMahon just goes, "Oh my god!" Or when Joker and Batman, Joker's
takes off the mask and it's him underneath the Joker mask.
Joker's wearing the mask and he has the face mask. Yeah.
Or when Sting takes off the mask of Sting and it's Sting underneath the Sting mask.
That would have been an all-time moment. Just takes off the mustache and it's still Randy Orton. Everyone's like,
everyone just loses their minds.
That would have been an all-time moment. Anyway, I don't know. I loved it. I loved the whole Last Man Standing. I loved the whole different scenery. It was different than every other Last Man Standing. It wasn't necessarily the best match they could have had. It was slow, but I mean, it told a story, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the whole set. We started in the weight room, and I saw Edge. I know Edge. I saw Edge. I saw you, Edge, come out in the beginning of the match, looking nice with his physique. He was looking yoked. And then you know what I saw him do in the weight room? He had to show off. He did the pull-ups. He's like, "Hey Beth, check this out. I told you I was still in great shape." Oh, we saw it, Edge. You didn't have to confuse me. And I know, you know what I do know? Someone's jealous. And his name is Seth Rollins, a.k.a. CrossFit Jesus. He's immediately going up to Vince McMahon and saying, "How the hell do I get a match inside like a CrossFit gym?"
This is going to be like the new Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch style match. It's just going to be like I challenge you to a CrossFit match. And it's like, what? And it's just like you get there and they're like, all right, well, what's this CrossFit match? And it's like, we're going to do a workout and I'm going to beat your butt.
Whoever can do the most squat jumps, the most hand clings, they win.
Most burpees. Come on, we're doing 100 burpees. Ready, go. And they're like, oh shit, I'm not ready for this.
If Seth Rollins challenged someone to a burpee off, I might lose my shit.
I would get so hyped for a burpee off. I would count every single one of them. I would have the little race counter that they use, like 1, 2, 3. That's a no rep. That's a no rep.
We should be in Seth Rollins' entourage. We should replace Akam and Razar, and we should just be Seth Rollins' counter guys for his burpee offs.
We're both like his trainers telling him, like, hey, that's a good one. Come on, let's go. Oh, that was not good enough. You got to get lower on that one. Chest to the ground. Let's go.
Oh, I hate to interrupt this great joke, but they just show Edge cashing in the Money in the Bank on John Cena, which was great. That's one of my favorite all-time moments.
Fantastic moment. Love it.
I don't think that Undertaker 24/7 was very long. Are they doing it multiple days? Is that the thing? That might be a thing. I think they're doing the 24/7 with the Undertaker multiple days.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's probably an hour.
It was only 30 minutes, I believe.
Oh, it might have been. Oh, you're right, because WrestleMania ended at the half hour at the bottom of the hour.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Didn't mean to cut that off. But now we're back. So anyway, they go to the weight room set. They go to the conference room. I don't remember anything in the conference room. I'm going to be honest. Oh, I do remember the elbow drop. The elbow drop was awesome.
Yeah, the elbow drop was the only main significant thing that they did there.
The elbow drop was sick. For whatever reason in the conference room, they have a steel cage as the ceiling. There's no way that's a real thing. Is that
I think I like it a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I like it a lot. It adds like an air of they have the WWE Performance Center. It's, this world-class facility. It's very nice and everything. And then you go into the conference room, you're like, is this supposed to be a steel cage? Like, am I in a steel cage conference right now? Like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, this is badass.
I think it's just Vince McMahon trying to intimidate people. Anyway, we go from the conference room, we go to the storage facility, and I'm immediately thinking, like, why the hell is there a storage facility in the Performance Center? I'm like, I look back at it, I'm like thinking, like, this isn't a grocery store. We don't need a whole complex in the back. We don't need to store all the foods and the frozen goods. But instead, we have a Ford Raptor. We got a Performance Center huge truck. We got 300 ladders. Ladder that is just
ladders that I've ever seen.
We got a million ladders. We got one ladder that's like 50 feet high, 30 feet wide. I've never seen anything like it. What else am I missing? We had snacks, but we had so many snacks.
It was catering. It was the middle of catering too. Yeah, that's like the wildest part about this whole thing.
I don't know what that was with the storage facility. Immediately, someone had, I think it was Tom Phillips, that had to explain what the hell was going on. It was like, oh, this is the PC Performance Storage Facility, very famous. And I'm like, just what the hell is this?
Famous? What?
And then, I don't know. I'm just thinking, man, why could this match be just like filmed off state? I think it should have actually been filmed like offset.
Yeah, I think this one probably should have been one that was filmed off stage, like in maybe like one of their home wrestling rings or something like that, or like at a neutral site. Like, I think it kind of should have been one that they're doing like for the Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano one, where they just like went into a warehouse, put up a ring, and just like fought there, with like stuff or like just random things like placed around the warehouse, like strategically for them to like use, but like just have it be like the two of them and a referee, like basically.
I think that was the problem with the early match. They didn't have enough room to like actually do anything. All they could do is just throw punches.
Part of why I think it was too long was because for the first part, like for a while, it just seemed like it was very linear. Like they weren't like they were just like moving each other through the like performance center, and I was like, all right, like this is fine, but like it's just kind of like meandering right now, like.
Yeah, at one point I'm just like, I remember them being in a hallway. I'm like, there's nothing you can do here. There's literally, besides a spear, there is no moves you can do here.
Yeah, I didn't. Anyway, I've said my piece.
Where I wish it would have happened was, I know Randy Orton's got a freaking wrestling ring at his dad's house. I know Cowboy Bob's got a freaking wrestling ring. It's probably ginormous, and he's got this great setup. And I guarantee Randy, as a kid, was just practicing there. So we should have had it at Cowboy Bob's. I bet Cowboy Bob's got the whole saloon and bar in the background. I bet it looks awesome.
The ring posts are all probably like cowboy boots or something.
Oh, I bet it looked awesome. I really wish it could have been there, because that would have been sick. Anyway, I really enjoyed the match. I don't know. I was upset with people like getting mad. I got upset with people just like criticizing the match. I'm like, it's a good match. It's tough what they had to do. It's a big change. Just enjoy what you get. Didn't like them talking bad about the announcers. I'm like, this is a huge match that they built for themselves. Just the announcers are doing a great job. They're letting them just have the match. They're not trying to take anything away from it. Like, oh, I want JR versus Jerry. I want the, oh my God. No, just let them have their match. There wasn't any of those huge moments anyway.
I kind of agree with you. That's kind of, I think, why a lot of people were like upset by the match, because there wasn't like there weren't like big spots in it. It was like a very kind of like story driven like match, which normally I'm a big fan of. And the commentators did. They kind of just let them, just do it. And I kind of was like, okay, like I don't hate this. Like I don't hate it, honestly.
I didn't.
They kind of played into the whole like just quietness of the arena, and like I think it added a little bit to like the humanity of it, to be honest with you, especially the concerto at the end.
It'd be weird if the announcers was like, oh my God, from like a thing that's not even like inside the facility with no crowd. It makes sense when Mankind gets thrown off a cell, when the crowd's going bananas.
In front of like 10,000 people, like get thrown off the top of a 50-foot fucking cell by the Undertaker straight through a table all the way into the depths of hell. But like when it's a deeply personal last man standing match between Edge and Randy Orton, like no, you need to let them like do their thing.
Yeah, it makes sense sometimes. Screw you, Meltzer. You idiot. Yeah, that's right. I called Meltzer an idiot. I did want to say, I did like the ending with Edge, where he's just getting emotional, and he like still, you could tell he had the friendship, and hit at the concerto. It was kind of cool.
Like, he was like upset that he like had to do it. He was like, I've got to do this, but like was upset about it clearly in the end.
Mm-hmm. All right. After that, you got anything else you want to add to
that? No, that's all I really got for that one.
All right. So next we go into the Street Profits. I don't know. It kind of just felt like a filler match, which I don't like for the Street Profits, because they're so talented and they're a great tag team, but that's just kind of what it felt like it was.
Yeah, I actually kind of agreed with you. I feel like that the Street Profits definitely deserve better, because they're one of my favorite tag teams of the modern, I'm going to say of the modern era. That's not fair. They're one of my favorite, like, current, like, up and coming, like, tag teams of, like, the last, like, couple months, I would say, like, past year or so. Their, like, rise has definitely got me, like, excited. I like them. They're, super charismatic. They're, like, the best hype men of all time. They, like, hype themselves up, like, when there's no one in the crowd. And then they get a tag team title match against two guys who have been together for a day, and one of them who fought 5 or 6 months ago was still in Evolve. Like, that's bullshit. Like, that's fucking bullshit. They deserve better, This match kind of pissed me off. The only thing I'll say about it was that I was ecstatic to see the EST Bianca Belair come out. Everyone knows how big of a Bianca Belair fan I am.
Do we?
So,
do we actually know that?
I mean, you do. I don't know that the fans know. It's been quite a while, but...
I mean, I've never seen you ever root for Bianca Belair.
I'm a huge Bianca Belair fan. What are you, Sam Robertsing me right now? Come on now.
I've never seen you once root for her. I feel like you're more of a Sam Roberts to Bianca Belair guy.
I will pull up the text after this, and you're going to be dead, Mike. You're going to be as dead as when Rhea Ripley found out that you didn't have any faith in her.
That's going to be our WrestleMania, LA, who we dress up as Sam Roberts and Bianca Belair.
I get to be Bianca Belair. You have to be Sam Roberts.
I'm just taking the whip of the hair the whole night.
I was happy to see her. I don't know if this means she's on Raw or SmackDown now. I kind of wanted to see her get a run with the NXT Women's title, which maybe she will.
I think she needs to go up to the main roster.
I feel like she's going to get lost in the shuffle on the main roster.
No, I think she can make it up with SmackDown, especially with the SmackDown with the roster they have now. I think they need another.
If she goes to SmackDown, she needs to get the title soon. I think.
I don't think she needs to have the title now because I think she'll be fine. I think she has enough personality, enough charisma, where she'll be able to stand out. I think she'll be okay. I think she'll be all right. I don't know what they're gonna do with Raw though. It might be tough for her to stand out with if they have to keep doing. Can't do a real show if they have to keep doing replays and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I was very happy to see her, but
Oh, dude, we're not gonna have a Raw after WrestleMania match after WrestleMania.
Fuck, dude, we're not gonna have a Raw after WrestleMania. I'm so upset now. I just got kind of sad.
That's one of my favorite Raws all year.
Raw after WrestleMania is the best Raw all year.
It's one of them. It's up there. That's for sure. Damn, that sucks. I just realized that shit. All right. Damn. All right, let's keep going. Well, if it makes it any better, Wednesday night NXT is going to be fucking sick.
Yeah, NXT will be amazing. They've got a couple really good matches again. Like I said, they got the Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, no disqualification match in a warehouse somewhere. They've got a couple more that I can't think of just off the top of my head, but I'm very, very excited for NXT, as I always am.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Fatal 5-Way. So we go to the Fatal 5-Way. It's going to be a tough match for all the women. Naomi has a hometown advantage right off the get-go. They're in Orlando, Florida. She's from Orlando, Florida. The hometown crowd is going absolutely apeshit. I couldn't even hear what they were saying. It was so nuts.
It was insane. That pop for Naomi was one of the all-time WrestleMania pops. I will definitely give her that.
It was an all-time pop. It was almost as if they were all chanting the same thing. It was so synchronized. It almost seemed like no one was chanting at all.
One could say that it was basically I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say that people were chanting different things and canceled each other out, but that doesn't make sense.
It was a symphony of beautiful Orlando noise. It was exactly what I expected of an Orlando crowd. Almost completely silent.
This is kind of this is I didn't hate this match. I really thought that Lacey Evans was going to win in the middle there when they kind of had the weird little Bailey, throw Lacey's women's right into Sasha, but it didn't end up happening. I'm not sure why or what the plan is from here, especially because they kind of teased a little Sasha heel turn, and then I say heel turn, face turn, I guess, and then I don't really know what happened after that.
They've been teasing that turn for forever. Since I can remember.
Dude, if it's not a Sasha heel turn, it's a Sasha face turn. Good grief.
They've been teasing the Sasha Bailey feud forever, and it's not going to happen until WrestleMania 50 when they're way too old, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's going to be a Kane and Stretcher match.
It's going to be awful. But, I don't know. Eventually it's going to happen. Your favorite part of the match, I know this was your favorite part of the match. Michael Cole had to remind me, but I know you were just oh my God, it's happening. It is happening. And when Michael Cole reminded me, I was like, oh my god, it's a team battle.